Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, yay!
Reminded me of like my favorite Stargate episode.
How about that? How nice.
Ain't the tweet.
Ain't it tweet? Old Spark. Ah.
Okay.
Actually, it was, though. Like, I mean, well, granted, this is just a hot take taking into account that I very often couldn't hear what they were saying, but I found this episode to be fun-loving, clever, and actually pretty charming, especially that part at the end where Starlight decides that she's just gonna make this the best day ever with Pinky. They're surprisingly cute together.
Yeah,
Not Starlight, it's Sunset.
So,
yeah.
they're literally the same thing. No, they're not.
Yeah,
But, Sunset.
Sunset, sunset, sunset. Sunrise, sunset.
What did you say?
I was like sunrise, sunset.
Oh, okay. That wasn't what I heard, but yeah, sure.
Sorry, mumbled my words.
That was nice.
But yes, I've actually got to run soon, so let me just put in my 2 cents. This was surprisingly a lot of fun. I thought it was just going to be fun, but this was surprisingly deep in certain areas. And you know what? A good twist of bringing the Dazzlings back, but not making them the villains this time. So that was a really, really good twist and a good dynamic for Sunset Shimmer and Pinkie Pie. And a great lesson to be learned, ironically, from the Dazzlings, and then later the pop duo. Because nothing really is perfect, but sometimes when you just let things be, they can be even better than what you thought would be perfect. I like that most of all. And now I've actually got to run because I got a kitchen to clean up.
Oh.
So see y'all. So talk y'all later.
Bye bye.
All right.
Take care.
See ya.
Yeah. Who's next?
That was really great, I gotta say. I loved it.
That's nice.
I mean, they did the Groundhog theme, the Groundhog Day theme pretty well, in my opinion.
I think so too.
They had a lot of fun with that too, right down to the little details of Sunset memorizing what everyone's gonna do and what their problems are, and stepping in mud and getting spanked by Rainbow Dash.
Oh no. No. Second way.
But that's literally what happened. That is the correct word for it, no matter what context you're using it in.
Everybody, don't listen, don't make. That's
Come again.
Nothing. Just preparing myself for the artwork.
So.
Mentally.
Yeah, this is weeks old. We're already beaten to the punch on that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm looking through the Equestria Girls stuff that's come out so far, and I mean, the specials, at least of those, it might just be my favorite. This one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm having trouble calling all of them back to mind, like the thing with the shy girl who I'm shy and that's hard, so I'm evil now. Like, I found her to be a little bit of a dud. Roller Coaster of Friendship, I can't remember much about it at all, which probably says enough. its own right. The only one that I think would be competition is that Forgotten Friendship one.
Forgotten Friendship?
Or no, wait. Hold on. No, wait a minute. Time out. That is the one with the...
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, okay, so, geez, I'm now just realizing I almost remember that as 2 episodes. The one where Sunset is trying to reclaim her friendships and all, and that was kind of endearing, and the part about the shy girl, and that was just kind of a flop, and geez, yeah, like, shy girl is shy girl, so wants to do evil things. That really doesn't particularly connect to Sunset's thing very well, does it? Like, I don't have friendships, so I'm going to get rid of yours. Okay, so not that one either. I guess only half of it was as good to me. So that leaves, is it Roller Coaster of Friendship was kind of forgettable, and what's Spring Break? Oh, Spring Breakdown with I think the prevailing note on that was Rainbow Dash is annoying.
Yeah.
Yes, no, maybe.
A little bit, but it wasn't that bad for me, but yeah.
I mean, I remember it being, like, okay in spite of that, but yeah, okay, no, that's no threat to this one, so, yeah, I think this is our favorite. There was also the 22-minute ones that they produced, but geez, those are already, I mean, I guess I remember those being kind of middle of the road. Those are also hard to remember. There was the one where they include Starlight and they all get trapped in a mirror or something, and that was good, I'll say. Like, maybe not great, but good.
That's true.
Were there shorts that we didn't watch? Like,
there's only one holiday special that's left.
Yeah,
no,
well,
I mean, like,
there's
shorts, like, it seems
there's like
2017
there's like
were
dozens of like
really
mini shorts. There's like dozens of mini shorts. We just only watched the full episode length ones.
Maybe we should see what's up with those later. But okay.
Well, it's just because it's really hard because there's like there's like a whole bunch of them, and they're also like multiple ending ones too. So it's like that's why that's why you don't really do those, just because it'd be too confusing. And
I said me, not us necessarily.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Although, I mean, I guess we could like watch them all in one React video or something. But
I mean, some of them are very good. I've seen like the spin one, like the Fluttershy spin-off one for this one, which is actually really funny. It basically goes over to what band Fluttershy was listening to during all this was happening.
Yeah.
Let's see the web series, which we did see the web series, right? Or
Girl.
none of these plots look familiar, so maybe not.
No. I don't remember. But I really liked this episode too. I think it was really sweet with the message. And it was actually a pretty deep message, as Jenn said. Like, this is a little advanced for children, I think. But I liked it. I especially loved, like, the part where, like, she had the time of her life with Pinkie Pie. I was just like, oh, that's so sweet. And like the Cheerios or what it was, I was like, okay, that was funny. And like, what is that? The security guy with the cat. That's so cute.
The security guard was great.
Yeah, he was on point.
I like that.
Yes,
At first, he was annoying, but like he really does grow on you with it.
He grows.
That was exactly my reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like I like the idea of the main villains being the ones that they actually look up to, but it could have been even more awesome if it was the Churro lady. I think like that would have been a plot twist we didn't see coming.
I couldn't hear many of her lines with everybody reacting.
Or the Churro lady or what?
Yeah. So
Kayla.
can't comment there. Anyway,
I don't think like she said a lot actually.
she said something that made you want her to be the villain.
No, she just like looked at the characters in a weird way, and I was just like, okay. Or it was said to her like, do this again and you'll be fired, and I thought like to myself, okay. She's probably the villain then. Trying to get the perfect Cheerios.
Yeah, okay, there were those three, what was it?
The Dazzlings.
No, the television specials. I'm trying to,
Oh, the movie magic, mirror magic special trilogy.
okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, those are the what started this out. Those were kind of middle of the road. No, I think that, this really is gonna wind up my favorite Equestria Girls special.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think
Oh,
so too for me, actually.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's definitely like a very concise time travel plot.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, wait, do you think this is the best time travel plot Generation 4 has given us, or not?
Yeah, actually, now you're saying it. I liked it.
That's not really a high bar, though.
No, but still, it's nice that we have a time travel episode that actually goes to.
The original Twilight one was actually pretty good back in season 1.
Yeah.
Season
Twilight,
2.
what?
The original,
It's about
Twilight-
time.
Yeah, about time.
You mean where Twilight is trying to, stop her future self from coming true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was alright, yeah. I seem to be a little harder in that episode than some people, but yeah, I think it's just a fun round of hijinks.
Ironically, I recall that one. Pinkie Pie played a big role in that one too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she helps Twilight break in at the end, break in quotation marks, while everyone's just like, Twilight, so good to see you.
Yeah. Mm.
We'll say the bad guys at the end, it's like the whole, well, our plot's foiled, may as well turn good now. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's important enough to care about, but I mean, it is, like, on its own terms, it is a little bit rushed, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but it's also along the round. Like, they literally can't, like, the time thing got broken, so they can't fix it. So they have to sort of confront the idea that just to get over it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, well, we can't do anything about it. May as well turn good or something. But, like, they keep throwing in those little touches like they're almost grateful to, Pinkie and Starlight, which, I mean, I guess, well, the idea is that they really bought into that speech that Starlight gives, but yeah, it's like, hey, that's relatively forgiving. All things considered.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, we just relived the day all those times for nothing.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's probably not significant enough to care about.
I don't know.
Or to really place that much importance on it, and as far as, like, where this episode has its focus, and just in the like, I guess basically what I'm saying is, yeah, in the context of everything else, it just kind of makes me go like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Second, did you feel like the plot went through like in a concise way, like without any unneeded detours or anything?
I mean, well, like, it's not one of those. Well, I mean, it's kind of a character-driven plot because, yeah, like what Starlight's trying. Well, I mean, what Sunset's trying to do first. It's I'm gonna keep making that mistake until the day I die. First, what Sunset's trying to do is, I guess I need to make my wish to the show, and I don't think anybody for even a second thought that that's gonna be it. She's gonna see it, and then she's gonna be happy, and that's gonna be the end. Like, so But yeah, as far as what she actually needs to do, like that, only like what she's trying to do comes into focus halfway through. So yeah, to me, it's more of a character-driven plot that kind of
Yeah.
like, lack of a better word, like gives itself like comes with a license to do stuff like, hey, let's have a scene where she tries to hijack the van, or is
Mm.
skips forward to where she's been here a while trying to get out, and everything is super, like, it just, I mean, it, like, it's not what's the super focused, concise, but it's really not supposed to be. It's about all the emotions and trials and tribulations that Sunset goes through.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So, and none of them felt like unnecessary or
Yeah, I get what
it
you're saying.
did nothing. They all felt fun and charming, and
Mm.
no,
Yeah.
giving self license to be a little creative that way.
Yeah.
And you thought it was pretty focused, Gator. Like how.
No, I didn't feel like it was bogus. Like, as you mentioned, it was a character-driven plot.
Focused.
Focus. Oh yeah, yes. Sorry, misheard you. It's focus in the fact that like we saw what we necessarily needed to see to show us Sunset's character divulging from like, okay, I'm now realizing I'm in a time loop. I'm gonna try again harder to like do this with Pinkie Pie. When that fails, just gonna do it without Pinkie Pie. This time being the coldest friend I possibly can be. Even when realizing like, oh, the time loop's still happening, and suffer in sequence for the next 3 weeks, which is 21 loops. So yeah, to the point of like being apathetic about the whole thing, and then finally releasing out her vent of pent up anger about the whole ordeal during like the 25th loop. So yeah, I feel like we went through like a whole world of emotions with Sunset in a way to make us feel like this somewhat complete character still has like her faults deep down, and it takes a lot of adversity in order to bring it out again like this. And it's good to have like the dazzling in for like a time loop to be like the fake out villains, just to be like, oh hey, you thought it might have been us, but no, it turned out we're just trying to live honest lives despite us still feeling upset over like you guys destroying our magic and not having a way to get back home.
It was an unexpected and satisfying wrap up with those three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, them adapting to the society without magic and them living day by day while still getting like one last laugh over Sunset's anger
Yeah.
still coming up like that.
And I love their message with like, if this is how you're acting, I think like you need to change, not like
The day.
the day has to change. You have to change. Yeah. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's like the snapback to reality. It's like, wow, I did not think to change myself at all. I thought like I was completely in the right. But yeah, it's this moral with like this plot line makes it like the most down to earth moral that everyone needs to learn. Like not just kids, everyone, because really we all get such gusto from like our own thoughts thinking like we're in the right, but it might be like a matter of outside of our perspective, we might actually be like the wrong ones for keep being grumpy or keep having like this selfish mentality even when things don't go well, when it's someone else's fault. Like even in those situations, that mentality can still make you out to be like the
Yeah,
worst
that's
end of it
true.
all. So
That's certainly true.
yeah, so I'm glad Sunset learned this as if this is like her last focus special. Then I think that's a good way to end her off on.
Yeah.
What you said
God
before too
bless
about
you.
her. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, what you said before too about her being yeah, well, yeah, still undergoing like a character or under like dealing with flaws while being redeemed. Like, yeah. So there's a lot of noise in the background, but yeah, it seems like they really do have a character here now who can convey a full range of emotion while still being very likable. Like that was, and very solid as kind of a lead character, supporting player there. Like I mean, I used to really like how they could do that with Twilight as well. Before it seemed like the writers themselves stopped seeing her that way, and which, although granted, that might have to do with how a few seasons in, like the people writing her were no longer the people who created her with an idea of what they wanted to do with her in the first place. It's like, so she's the leader and the smart one or something, the perfect friendship lover, the person the one who loves friendship and believes in the heart of the friendship of the cards.
Ah, that's clever.
Oh, thank you very much. But,
yeah.
So, but yeah, like Sunset. I mean, she's well, of the two, I guess, like her foremost traits maybe aren't as distinct, but yeah, she's the writers of Equestria Girls, which is something that was created, now that I think about it, is something that was created a little farther down the line and was more open to being its own thing. It seemed like they did start to get comfortable with what she was and making her own thing.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely they have come a long way with Sunset, I think. Like when you think about where they started with her.
Yeah, like she was well, starting out, I mean, I thought that she was some fun in the first Equestria Girls movie, but also what's the word? Familiar, and I thought her redemption moment was the second worst in the series up to that point.
I've heard that people really called her a cardboard character in the first one.
Yeah, I can see why they'd say that. Like the popular one who is gonna mess you up is gonna use her popularity to get whatever she wants. But like, I thought it had an edge over several stories like that, because I mean, I had to hand it to them. I would have enjoyed a lot more of those stories if both the popular diva and the underdog also just so happened to be magical sorceresses from another dimension who needed to win the prom because lives depended on it, and also they both happened to be ponies in different bodies.
Yeah, that sounds a little out there, yeah. Oh, you're saying it out loud.
But I mean, I thought she had good swagger and all, but yeah, like I think this is, I mean, as much as the concept of dimension has, ironically, I think become kind of generic these days, I think that they got better at adding dimension with her as they went on.
Yeah, that's true.
Which it almost seemed like because they had no choice to, like they, this character who we have to start from square one, who we're kind of stuck with if we want to continue this franchise. What do we do with her? And like, it became like mandatory fun. They had to do something, and they had to be confident enough that they liked it to continue with it. And what do you know? It turned into something all right.
Alright, I guess final thoughts on the special before we head out?
Well, it's definitely a complete roller coaster of fun, thrills, and a overall, nice introspection on Pinkie Pie and censorship from the human world. Just them
I like
learning
the
how to be okay with each other.
I like the sun pink ship.
Although I will add, like,
Or pink
around
sun
like
ship.
the 15-minute mark, I looked down at the timer and thought, wow, there's really 30 minutes left to this. I don't know if that says anything or not, but there we go.
Well, I mean, I think, or at least if I had to guess, I mean, at that point with the whole, okay, we get what the plot is going to be, and probably a lot of things by now, like you would probably start to question how many more places it has to go without dragging it out, and
Yeah, at that point, it really kind of established that whole first plot in the very beginning.
Yeah. Or like the idea of it and everything, but I mean I think a lot of the it turned out to have kind of a 3-act structure up its sleeve that you wouldn't necessarily expect from what could have just been a show plot, like, hey, the day is repeating and you have to be nice to Pinkie to get it to stop. Like, yeah, that didn't necessarily, I mean, you could have done that without a MacGuffin and a surprise plot with the whoever the musicians were and as the villains, and Starlight having to go this whole 3-act structure character arc, I guess. But yeah.
But still, like, I
So,
think
like,
it's a good twist.
I don't. So yeah, well, I mean, it did cross my mind at one point, I will admit, just like, okay, you're gonna make such a big deal out of these musicians, that probably means they want to do something with them, but yeah, once the Dazzling showed up, I fully expected it to be them until they did the whole psych thing.
Yeah, me too, actually.
But, yeah, solid character progression and character arc, and good pacing, very funny. I think I still need to watch it and be able to hear it to decide for sure, but I mean, heck, say it's possible this will end up my favorite Equestria Girls thing.
Ugh.
I mean, like, before it was Friendship Games, closely followed by Rainbow Rocks, and I mean, those are, to me, just like...
Friendship Games was above Rainbow Rocks for you?
So, yeah, Friendship Games I thought was paced a lot better. Rainbow Rocks is, like...
Wow.
It's better material than the first Equestria Girls, but it is really sloppily told. Like, they... what was it with the magic, like, hey, we need to have a battle of the bands because to defeat the Dazzlings, you threw my magic back at me, but it only happens when we're playing, so maybe it doesn't know to defeat the Dazzlings if it's not a song, so we don't know, go with it.
Yeah. I actually think I also like the songs better in this one than any of the other shorts, for some odd reason.
That was the other thing. Like, Rainbow Rocks, half the songs were pretty good, and I don't know how popular I am in saying this, but half of them were pretty lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, this one, for what it is, the 40-some minute special, like, yeah, I think it's maybe better than solid. I think it was genuinely pretty fun.
Yeah. So too.
I would say I wouldn't say this is my favorite special. Like, I would set aside the movies themselves, but I would say it's up there with my favorite specials. The pacing I feel is a little slow, but not in the it should have been one episode. It's more like it should have been like 30 minutes flat sort of thing.
Oh, so, yeah, like, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I could go for that too.
Like, where it's basically 1.5 episodes, if it would have been like the perfect length for this, but they seem determined to stick with either the regular 22-minute episodes or the 45-minute ones.
Don't you think it's because, like, they want to be sure that the children can also follow what's happening, or? maybe that's just me thinking
I
about
think
that.
it's just probably production things.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
I think it's just like time-wise because I feel like there is some fluff in this episode, but it's like not bad because there are some specials and like episodes that are just like
Oh yeah.
some of the specials are like they should have been like a 20-minute thing. Period. It's not that bad. It's just like it's slightly repetitive, but since it is a Groundhog Day plot, like it sort of can work with that.
Yeah.
But like overall, yeah, I would say it's one of the better specials. I don't want to say best yet because I have to look through all the other specials, but it's easily within like the contender for best.
Yeah. I do agree. That's really good.
Yeah.
And such a grown-up moral and everything. It's like great.
I'm reluctant to flat out say best, like I said, because it's possible I'll listen to it again and like face palm at this line or that moment that I couldn't entirely hear this time around. But I mean, like, not well, that certainly wasn't our reaction while I was watching it with what I could make out, which was most of it.
But I must admit, like, I don't think like the dialogue was bad. I found it was nice. I could follow along, like. Yeah. But also, again, I'm a little weird. Ah.
I'm not saying it was. I'm saying there was some of it that I couldn't hear.
Yeah, I know.
Like, a lot can hinge on little moments. I've learned the hard way.
Yeah. That's true. Well, that was it. Wrap it up.
Yeah, I guess see y'all next time or whenever we get to the actual last Question Girl special.
The actual depth of the series.
Is the
Theory. Like, I honestly don't think.
Just in time for winter's greeting.
Yeah, because I don't think Hasbro's even sure what because I feel they're sort of winging it with what they're doing in between gens, like the Teen Titans Go a show that's coming out, like we brought up, and the ongoing Question Girls. I feel they're sort of like feeling around what to do, and especially since now that's streaming wars, it's like, okay, where do we actually want to put this content? Do we want to stick with YouTube, or do we want to put it on TV? And so it's like, speaking of partners for Netflix, actually, Hasbro partnering with Netflix would actually be a good idea for them.
Yeah, that would be so nice.
Because actually, the Hub was a really good channel for what it was. When it went back to Discovery Kids, it went downhill. Rest in peace, Hub. Well, I guess see y'all next time.
Yay! Bye, all.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Ninja DC joining again now for a React video. This time for Milo Pony, well actually, I guess technically still Milo Pony Equestria Girls, Sunset Shimmer's Backstage Pass. Because we finally got around to it.
We finally got around to the thing. I even forgot it when I first watched it now. Thank you, Eric.
I haven't watched it yet, so I'm excited.
Yay! I'm excited too.
Flips. That,
Okay.
oh yeah, before we begin that, like speaking of Equestria, like MLP stuff, have you all heard of that? There apparently is going to be a in-between thing between Jenn.
Yes.
Jenn.
Pony life.
We have 4.5. We have 4.5.
Milo Pony is dead.
What is that?
It's not.
It's
It's not a
apparently.
joke.
It looks like it's an apparently like hot diggity demon and I forgot what it was. It was like a mix of hot diggity demon and then like Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
It looks no, it just looks like Pony Teen Titans Go.
Is that serious or what?
It's for real. I was like, you're joking, right?
It sounds like
you're joking, right?
Either it's going to be such a mess or it's going to be perfect.
This is not. I was like, please tell me this is not the Gen 5. This is not Gen 5.
Oh no.
No.
Like, please tell me
The
this is
opposite
not
of what I
Gen
wanted
5.
Gen 5 to be.
I don't know.
If this is Gen 5, then it's truly, then it is truly dead.
No, like
Wow,
it's established
this
so far just to sort of be an in-between Gen thing. So like,
Also,
we
I
had like Gen 3.5. This is sort of like 4.5.
yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
so
I'll
great.
so
first
we're
judge
dealing
when
with.
I've seen a couple of episodes because yeah.
Right.
I'm just right now. It's like if it goes that poorly, we can just go watch DC Superhero Girls who have the our pony replacement.
Hmm.
Well,
That war boss.
also at bare minimum, your Terra Strong fix, I suppose, maybe.
Yeah, or Teen
Yeah.
Titans.
No, well, I mean like the original. Do not say anything else after that. Just saying.
Okay, whatever you say, whatever you say.
I will say the Teen Titans Go movie is good. Like that's the one thing is like when the writers of Teen Titans Go actually want to put out a good episode, they can. They just often don't.
I mean, I saw the Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans movie. That one,
Oh, that's good.
that one, that one was okay to good.
I
Sounds
still need to,
That's
I
a
still need to
thing.
actually see it. I still need to
Yes,
actually
it
see it.
is. It is. It is. That direct to DVD movie is actually okay. Like
Oh, wow.
it
Is
does
it
a good
funny?
job. It
That
does a good
doesn't
job of.
happen often.
No, it's not direct to DVD. It's direct to stream, and a streaming service
Oh,
that's going to
like
die.
that makes it any worse. That makes it worse, yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, it's just the way of the future now. Direct to stream.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
longer will we
direct
focus on
stream.
physical content.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
because Disney will own everything.
Yeah, Disney will
They're
is
gonna own
already owning
everything.
everything. Just embrace Disney. It could have been a lot worse.
I mean, like,
There is
I mean,
no benefit can come with the fighting the dark forces. We
well,
must
I mean,
join.
like, it looks like it's gone official that like we now have three competitors for like the streaming wars now with like our three favorite cartoon channels,
Yeah,
like
but how long
Nickelodeon.
is that going to last? For 2
Maybe
seconds.
like 2 to 3 years. Like I feel like
Think
because
so.
like Netflix is gonna try to hold strong with Nickelodeon
Uh,
being like its
Well, the thing
backer.
is, like,
or
I
Disney
feel
is going to buy everything. Just buy
the thing is,
Netflix. Everything.
Netflix, I don't feel can survive by themselves, but I feel if they merge with someone else, they can.
Or they're
And I
going to
think,
merge with Disney.
No!
I think no,
Well, the
Disney's
good
like,
news is that we'll probably find out by the time we get to this react.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Just to say, like, I feel Netflix will, just before we go on, I feel Netflix will probably either merge with Universal or Sony, one of those, just to like boost their stuff at some point. But yeah. Anyway, back to My Little Pony because the question girls, we will actually get around to it.
Woo.
They're in oh, actually, first to get the, I mean, got to the intros yet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, please.
First up,
Hello, everybody.
we
We're
are
ponies. We're
anymore.
going to watch my
First up,
Nobody knows who we are.
Hey, we're a bunch of people that are gonna watch Equestria Girls or something. And granted, it will still be
Yeah.
fair to say that nobody knows who we are, but at least we'll have given you the opportunity.
Yeah,
Yes.
I did that too.
First up is Daylover.
Hello, everybody. Dale over here. Hope everybody is doing fine. I can't wait to see some Equestria Girls. It's been a while. So, yeah. Whee!
All right. Next up, Jen.
Hello, everyone. This is Jen, and we got the band back together. The band is back in
Yeah.
town. The band is back in
Yeah.
town.
I want to be the drummer.
Perfect. Perfect. Who gets like the keytar toss?
That must be
it's
you.
fine.
Right?
I played a little
Like a
piano in
rock
my
band.
day.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to have second on piano. Who's going to be lead singer? Is that you, Jen?
Like
Oh no.
If Jen's not taking
Jen
it,
and
I'm
Carlos
taking
is going to sing.
I could be lead singer. I could be lead singer, but the only problem is if there's any metal involved, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be your Gretzko for that.
Oh, perfect. You got it.
it.
Okay, who's got tambourine now?
Oh, that's Alex.
Alex on tambourine.
Actually, though, speaking of who's next, heard of Bronies?
Hello, ponies. I'm a herd of bronies who's ready to watch another series die.
Oh,
There's only one more after this.
For now, at least.
Oh,
they
no.
can't do not Equestria Girls.
The one good thing about Hasbro we're finding out is, well, good question mark, is that they're not afraid to keep the spin-offs going.
Yeah.
The show might have ended, but all the spin-off things will keep on going.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that seems like Equestria Girls is harmless and amusing? Am I the only one?
I like
no.
Equestria Girls.
Actually, I
I
really
thought
like
that was the
Equestria
general
Girls.
consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunset
Yeah.
Simmer is like awesome.
Sunset
Yeah, we
Summer?
all like
What are you
Sunset
talking
Shimmer.
about?
Sunsets.
I said Sunset
Sunset
Simmer.
You said Sunset
Well,
Summer.
trying to.
Sunset
Uh,
Summer.
But I
Sunset-
will still say it should have been Sunset Shimmer in the end of the My Little Pony instead of that other pony with the sun on her butt
Oh my
that I
god.
already
Oh,
forgot.
you mean what was Luster Dawn?
Yeah, lost her done.
Okay,
Couldn't it have
okay.
been really nice if that was Sunset Shimmer instead? Like we would
Oh,
all
you know what?
screamed at the screen.
Comes back to be Twilight Student. That wouldn't have
Yeah.
been the.
Talk,
Wouldn't have had the
you
same
know?
context then.
No,
Wouldn't have been
now that I
able to
think
same
about it, though,
episode.
yeah, we've never actually had them in the. I mean, we've had Equestria Girls where they've gone to the Pony World, but Sunset Simmer's never actually appeared in a My Little Pony thing, which is actually
No.
sort of depressing.
It's a true statement.
That is very
But we
true.
saw Tempest, we got Tempest, and
Yeah, we did.
now on to the Equestria Girls before we get
All right,
sidetracked
actually,
again.
next up though is second.
Oh yeah.
Hi there, I'm the second opinion, and with Equestria Girls ending, fighting us
No.
one more dose of ponies. What can I
Yay.
say?
We're going to
Critical
find
to
so
the
much
seconds.
more. There is
Together
so
we
many
stand
things.
as the rain begins to fall.
Oh,
And
yeah.
night as the sun shines through it all. I think something shines through us. Let's do this.
All right,
Let's do this.
let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, and then next up, Carlos.
Hello there, this is Carlos, aka the Gunmetal Gator here. On his official Trek post of My Little Pony, the series, and I'm currently right now just telling you, we're gonna make this an awesome, spectacular spring summer festival. We will rock. We will tell your eyes and how epic or awesome reactions will be to you, our audience. You will glee, you will scream, and you will cry along with us. So come with me, and we will fall into our destiny.
Yay!
Yay!
All right. With that said, I guess we're ready. And also, like, I want to comment before, like, yeah, I cannot predict, like, Skype's order picks people in the chat.
Ooh.
It's not
Yeah.
based on who, like, it just confuses me because it's not alphabetical. It's not who joins first or anything like that. And for a lot, it's just like.
And
so
I came
weird.
in late today, so of course I was first.
Like, Jenn was, like, the first one in, and Carlos, like, right after that.
Woo!
It's all, that's what I said. That's like, it's not, it's so random.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right. All
Let's
right.
go.
Are y'all ready
Yes,
for
yes,
some
yes, yes.
pony?
Yeah. We're here for anthro-human ponies. Yes.
Are
Let's go.
ready.
Let's go. Let's
All right.
go.
Everyone ready?
Let's
Yes.
go.
Let's do
Alright.
it.
Let's
Yeah.
do this.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yay, Pony Equestria Girls. Woo!
Oh, dang it, my thing's
Mira,
not playing.
Mira.
All right. Pause. Everyone go back.
Back to
Pause.
Pause. What happened?
My thing
Yeah,
wasn't
it's-
playing for some
yeah.
reason.
They can. I think it's just because it's a larger file. It can sometimes freeze up. I had to
So
sort of test start.
wait. All the way back to 0-0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry. Mine freaked out and jumped forward to where I was going.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
So, rainbows and the silhouettes and the mirror and stuff like that. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty then.
All right.
Yes.
That's it. All right. Ready? Begin in
Yeah.
3.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mhm.
3, 2, 1, play.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Are we doing this over again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, pause.
Oh God. We didn't realize.
Back to the
Okay,
beginning.
Sorry.
Yes,
Okay, I gave the zero again.
All right. Everyone at 0-0.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Yes. Equestria Girls. Yay, Mira.
Into the mirror.
Cool with
The girl.
silhouettes. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yay.
You know something? Like these characters might feel like less developed than their equine parts, but
Oh wow.
you know,
I
I
like
want to know
Sunset's hair.
which one of these girls is your favorite, aside from
Uh,
Sunset.
Rarity.
Applejack.
It's
No,
really
I mean,
sort of
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm only allowed to count the stuff they've done in this universe, it might actually be a different answer.
Yeah.
Star
I
Maybe
Swirl
that.
Pinkie
Music
Pie.
Festival.
Heck, maybe Applejack.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Post crush.
Oh, it's a pop duo like Backstreet Boys. Post crush.
this reminds me of that one band from Star Versus.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Halo.
Halo. Susie.
Oh my god, that power. Okay. Oh my god.
This is
So
a
this is
pairing
a
I wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
yeah.
Either.
Plus,
Right.
plus the pairing already starts
I
out with
ship
them
it.
being
I
energized.
ship it.
Oh my god.
Get
Yay.
it? Pinkie Pie ends up with cheese.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was super quick PJ
Well,
swap.
in My Little Pony universe, not in Equestria, it goes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ow.
That hurt.
Oh man, how many paddles are we gonna see in the next of that? Are we gonna see?
His paddle
Yeah.
starts.
Wow. Ooh, pancakes. Oh, I'm so glad.
Oh. Oh, that backfired.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Like,
Oh my
Wow.
god,
Okay.
I'm reminded about
What
the
the
line
heck
for
is
like
Volcom
the
on?
golf tour of like 2018.
This almost makes me want a pony version or an Equestria Girls version of Woodstock.
Hey, look,
Ooh.
it's the girl from the last Equestria Girls short, the one who's invisible.
Oh hey Snips and Snails.
And by that I mean how everybody was basically like stranded in the rock camping ground and like substandard conditions and
Oh my god,
Wait a minute,
look at that
that's a
chiseled
wonderful
had
gentleman.
to
card.
take care of each other like friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Dang.
that's actually surprising she didn't get it right.
Yeah, I was thinking they might go for that.
Oh no, Pinky getting
Gosh,
distracted.
Pinky is making me
Uh-oh.
tired just watching her.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh my,
Yeah.
her ADHD is getting too much.
Yep. Yeah, you took the words
Actually,
right
this
out
would
of
be
my
a
mouth. I was
real
like,
maze.
oh great, Pinky's ADHD and antics.
This actually is a really cool maze design.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is
I never
super
got to do
subtle.
anything
Yeah.
like that. It is kind of cute though. Whereas,
Yeah.
like,
Oh my god,
Oh, Candy. Yeah.
the
That's
head
a
full
good
of
idea.
candy
Candy.
approach.
It's candy.
Ah, yeah.
It's candy.
Oh, piece of candy.
Ooh, a piece of candy.
He's kidding.
Ooh,
He's
piece
kidding.
of candy.
It's candy.
Oh, piece of candy.
Wait, but that piece of candy.
Oh man, that'd be funny. Be like, now to catch the wild Pinkie Pie. I'm gonna put some
A
candy on
natural
the jaw.
Oh no.
Color.
Ah, you ruined my
Wait,
shirt.
what was the idea of that?
Paint,
Pinkie
I
Pie's
guess.
antics.
Making yourself part of the painting via the outlet.
What? Okay.
There you go,
That's
handlebar.
creative.
This is kind of cute though with Pinkie
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
as like sometimes her unreasonability can be overridden and annoying.
You made a big mistake, Sunset. Hide yourself to her.
Trixie. Hey, Trixie.
Like,
Oh no.
Churros!
Oh my God,
Cheers.
churros.
are worth the break for.
No!
It is never a worst possible time for churros. That's
Even
the
if
first
it's the
rule.
worst possible time, still worth it.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Come on, that was an accident.
And they get thrown
Oh
out.
yeah, they get thrown out.
Aw.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't
So
know.
we're not gonna even see this. That's sad.
What about them getting thrown out just kind of
Aw.
forced?
It sucked.
Oh, was that you, Sunset?
I have a feeling this was Pinkie's fault.
No, it was not.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel you, Sunset.
That is
Whoa.
a tough
Oh,
pill to
what happened?
swallow.
Oh,
Magic?
Oh wait,
that's
are
not
they
a
gonna have to
rainbow.
save the?
Oh no.
Oh, it's Groundhog
What is the
Day.
Groundhog
main
Day.
plot? Surprise! It's Twilight time.
No,
Surprise!
it's Groundhog Day. They're doing it. They're doing it all
It's
over.
Start the
Groundhog
day
Day.
over. It's Groundhog Day.
No,
They're doing
it's
it all
about time Equestria Girls version.
Sunset's butt is gonna be sore after this.
Yeah.
Well, looks like she immediately realized it.
But now they can go and see the concert together.
Yeah, so are they gonna mess it up again, or is Sunset gonna ditch Pinkie to make it happen?
Sit down.
Like, am I having deja vu or?
Mm-hmm.
That's not Goldie. No.
Yeah. Yeah. 315. Twilight, no. No.
Don't quit your day job, Twilight.
She's
Don't quit
such
your
a
day job.
dork. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
She's adorable, but don't. You're adorable, but don't quit your day job, love.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do. Oh my gosh. She's gonna do it all over again. No.
Oh no, Twilight.
What the hell was that face? We catching a wild Pinkie Pie.
Oh wow, okay.
Aw.
That's kind of funny.
Sunset, run the other way.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
but now Twilight
Yeah,
is a
you
part
think
of
the
it
guy
too.
would give you some warning?
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
convinced. Perfect.
Or just equestrian magic.
No.
In other words, it's giving you time travel.
Mm-hmm.
Super time travel advantage. Or
Pinky.
I like to refer to Steins Gate for for the best time travel possibilities.
Don't try to stop her.
Don't do it.
Well, she's not tied to her.
Mm.
You give
If
in.
Pinkie Pie knocks it over, that means only she gets kicked out, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Don't.
Sunset, no.
No, just
Okay,
standing
well
in
now,
front
yeah,
of
like
Oh my
you have to get
God,
yourself
really?
involved, yeah.
Really?
How did he manage?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, I think like it's going to
Okay,
continue.
so okay, really?
That would actually be kind of like darkly funny if, yeah, she woke up and.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Everybody's gonna make that joke.
Pat on the butt.
But that would actually be kind of darkly funny if she just woke up after it wasn't another one like, oh, you blew 2 chances, that's it. And absolutely nothing comes of it.
It would be funny if that was a time travel plot. Like someone expected everything to repeat, but it never gives them the second chance. And
Now's your chance. Do it alone and do it right, dude.
But she's going to have done it without her friend, and that will be even worse.
Who cares?
Run, Sunset, run! She's gonna ruin everything.
Just don't stop her from knocking over the churro cart and stay far, far away from her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No!
I mean, you really hate when the obvious should.
Aw, Pinky.
Yes, she is ditching you, Will, because you're crazy.
She really admits it. Do over.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, she's already succeeded in your advice upon the third once over.
So is it gonna be now she has to escape the loop, or she has to make it up to Pinky?
And now she realizes, oh no, it's not as fun without Pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we do all know where the moral is headed here, but
Mm-hmm.
question is, how well is it gonna make this point?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But there's nice. I think they're a nice design.
And Starlight catches it.
Yay.
And it gets
Yay.
Oh, Pinky.
And Rainbow's the only one not perturbed by this. I'm okay with this.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh
This
my
took a
God.
darker turn than I expected. Oh no, Pinky.
Welcome to the darkest timeline.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, really?
That was awesome.
Okay. Oh, Pink, no.
Aww.
God. Okay, even Rainbow's like, I don't even like that.
So is the moral going to be that like shows come and go, but friendships are forever?
Yeah.
Probably.
No, welcome to the repeat time loop.
Whoa,
Okay,
the time loop didn't stop.
Hmm.
Being trapped in the festival. It's like, it might be fun for the first few times.
Mhm.
Oh my god. She's coming out of the loop. Out of the time loop.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
She's handling it pretty well.
No,
Yes,
she's gone apathetic. This is what
what are you
happens
doing,
to every
Sunset?
time
No.
traveler if they pay attention to long enough.
Sunset? What? No.
Oh yes. Good idea about trying to
Driving
escape the
away
location.
is so extreme. Is it that she
No,
has
it's
to
not.
get Pinky to see the show?
Yeah, I think so.
Mom, what's going on with Mom's pants?
Mm.
Oh, that's the second pair. There's one string is on the floor again.
Hmm.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Oh, that's a good point.
Hmm. Oh my god, you didn't even tell her. Oh my god.
You're my son. That's number one. You left your goddamn your drawers in the bathroom last night. I washed the toilet and I did the thing. All the clothes are in front of the door. I don't know. 'Cause I know it. So why should I even flush the toilet?
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know how to break it. She just has to do an all-nighter. She never falls asleep. She'll never wake up.
Starlight, you think you'd be better at avoiding that one?
I said to get over there.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Frustration. For the unknown.
Hmm.
I mean, she's already had 3 experiences with time travel.
Yes!
Yeah.
We're back!
Ooh.
So,
Oh, wow. Okay, that's really
Oh
from
my
Harry
God.
Potter.
so
No.
is time like also looping in Equestria?
Maybe.
Time twirler. Wait a minute. Is there gonna be a Doctor Hooves, a Doctor
Maybe.
Equestrian Girls version of Doctor Hooves in here?
That could be awesome.
Stop it!
Huh.
What?
Okay.
No!
Oh,
Are you
wow,
kidding
really?
me? It's
Okay.
not.
What?
Yeah, it's the sirens.
We're back.
Yay.
Oh, they're back. What in the world?
Oh, they were a bit
Cool.
of a loose end.
Hmm. But why would they use the time twirler? It looks like they have a lot of fans.
Oh, easy to go back in time and like redo the show and just undo everything from Equestrian Girls Rainbow Rocks.
Find the magic human scum.
Mm-hmm.
Oi.
Oh, Pinky.
Shut up, Pinky. Oh.
You guys were there when they tried to take over the school.
Okay.
Rickshaw from before me.
Wait a second. Distractions?
Yep.
Okay, Pinky.
Cat food? Oh dear.
Honestly, though, Pinky going to a cat food convention would not be odd.
What?
What? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
No, you sure don't.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Whack.
Like at this point, you just like that
Mm.
sunset a minute.
You're gonna develop something. You're gonna develop something.
Yeah.
All right.
Aw.
Aw.
Dang.
Aw.
Yes, time to use that knowledge. Cats are a good way to get to a string guy's heart.
Aw, sunset.
Here it
Emotional
comes my-
manipulation.
Oh, that was nice of her to say that Pinky also had a.
Kinda did.
Of course, tacos is our main outfit.
Mhm. So, are they behind the time turning?
Probably.
Probably
I
not.
mean, it would be like the best way to end
Bad
the series.
idea.
Because we're only like halfway through.
Unless they have cupcakes or churros.
Oh, the churros.
Ah, tacos. That's a reference.
Taco toaster.
That's a reference.
We need that in real life, a taco toaster,
Yeah, we
please.
do.
Taco toaster.
Oh no.
Astros. No.
Not the churros again. Darn it.
Is she gonna pull through this time?
No, she's not.
No.
Oh, it's going to be now that her friend is on the line.
You'll give in.
Yep.
Oh my god! I mean, you are so sensational. Wow, okay.
You were really bad at being subtle with them, Sunset. Oh, her pop.
Oh yeah, okay. Ugh. Oh wow.
What that you?
Okay.
Okay. Oh wow, okay.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh, Pinky.
Dang.
Wow.
Oh, surprisingly insightful.
So from the Dazzlings, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Wow.
And again.
What?
Oh, that's where the joke comes from.
Wow.
Super Optimus.
Yeah.
Let the time travel.
In your face, bud.
Mm-hmm.
What, did she give him his cat already?
No, she's just totally cool with him now.
No, yeah, I feel like it is a cat already.
Oh wow.
Ha.
That's cheating.
Absolute cheating to the maximum, but at the same time, it's like, don't I deserve this after all the time I've been through? Lose yourself in the moment.
That's sweet.
Big, big.
Churros.
Aww.
Aww.
Oh, is that what the thing was in?
A churro keychain.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's her. It is actually. I was like,
It's her that time. It puts time back so she can sell her churros or what?
yeah. But I was just thinking, like, I randomly thought that earlier. I was like, nah, that's just too weird. Oh my gosh, that thing.
You're right. How about that?
Aw.
Never mind.
Oh, it's the
It is
it's
actually
those. It is them that's doing it.
Wait a minute.
Why are
Why
you
am I
doing that?
bonbon? Nah.
And sure enough.
Yeah, sure enough.
Wait a minute.
Mhm.
Wait a minute.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
It was the pop sensations all along.
It is the duo.
But it went good. Like,
Okay, wow. How
Oh,
do
that's why she kept redoing it.
wow, they can't have one perfect night?
So your room is nice and organized, right?
Oh my gosh. It's the duo.
Do over.
Oh my god.
The bucket was right here.
Oh wow.
It had rice starter on it. It was like not rainbow, but like it had like pink, orange, and it had purple in the bottom. And it was like
It'll just disappear tomorrow.
you had that from
With a repeat.
Yeah, Chris.
I never picked up
It's not even
Prequel
any
for the
fake.
show to come.
It's always been there in that corner. I never touched it. Carlos, remember the boy I had last time? I mean yesterday?
Or you could get your other friends to help you with it, who haven't been seen.
Aw, he's shy.
Oh my god. Bro?
Trying
Ah,
to use it to break up the door. Mhm. Aw.
I
Aw.
did not expect this guy to become a character in this. Like, in the sense of beyond a plot device.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
This is what priorities actually feel like. Really.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Yay. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's insane.
A churro boomerang. Nice. Wow.
Oh, oh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
what?
What an incredible cat fight!
Hmm. Well,
Oh,
that works.
wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Mm.
True that.
Oh, so nice. Oh, they're so cute together. Kiss, kiss,
Uh-oh.
kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, I mean,
Uh-oh, brand new ship.
yeah.
Hmm. Oy.
uh, that's nice.
Cute.
Okay.
Wow, you don't know how to play at all. You just ruined our show.
Yeah.
Oh, Rainbow Dash is into them too?
Hmm. Aw. This is nice.
Is this like, okay, this is the rehash of everything?
Yeah, it's a rehash of everything. That's cute.
Yeah.
Mm. Really cute. Hmm.
Well, all is forgiven relatively quick here, but,
Yep.
Yeah.
Cupcake bombs.
Whoop.
You can't do that in heels, but whatever.
Oh no. I wouldn't do that, no. But I wouldn't wear heels ever, so.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh yeah. Woohoo! That was nice. This is good.
ugh.